And rock it up with Justin's Secret Stash.
All right, thank you very much. So this week on Justin's Secret Stash, we're going to dig into one of my favorite jazz fusion groups of all time, known as the Mahavishnu Orchestra, featuring John McLaughlin on guitar. So I brought in the record, their second studio album. It's called Birds of Fire. So one of my favorite songs on this album, there's so many great songs, but one I really enjoy is called Open Country Joy. It's not overly long, and it starts off very simplistic, sort of a 3-chord change, and then dives right in headfirst into a typical Mahavishnu Orchestra style, all-out free-for-all. This group also contains one of my favorite keyboard players of all time, Jan Hammer, and he's played on many other great records featuring Jerry Goodman, in which they recorded an album together. He's the violin player of the group. He's also recorded some solo works, and just great electric piano, great Moog synthesizer stuff. So this group got together in July of '71, and they had a live performance, or John McLaughlin had a live performance with Jimi Hendrix in the Record Plant in 1969. This is sort of how he really got interested in fronting his own sort of jazz fusion group as opposed to some of the other groups that he had been featured in, like Miles Davis. And so the first concert that they played opened up for John Lee Hooker. And little known fact, actually John McLaughlin taught Jimmy Page a few guitar licks back in the 1960s when John McLaughlin was a session musician. He really didn't like the session work, wanted to do his own thing, and thus he started the Mahavishnu Orchestra after cutting a few solo records. So after this record, the original group split up, and they put out one more live record, and then that was it. They disbanded, and John McLaughlin put together a new incarnation of Mahavishnu Orchestra featuring Jean-Luc Ponty on violin. I have to say that this incarnation of the group is my favorite by far. Everybody sort of gets a turn. They have Billy Cobham on drums, which, you know, sure, maybe back in the late 60s, everybody's talking about Keith Moon. Everyone's talking about John Bonham. Unfortunately, in 1971, those guys were just second to Billy Cobham's drumming. So we're going to hear the song Open Country Joy from Birds of Fire by Mahavishnu Orchestra. And I just want to say that I have an idea that if anybody wants to suggest an album for Justin's Secret Stash, you can always go to my Discogs page. If you're familiar with Discogs.com, you can go to Discogs.com/user/relayer88/collection. We're going to post the link in the Facebook page because it's a lot easier than trying to remember what I said. So here we go. Mahavishnu Orchestra, Birds of Fire, song called Open Country Joy.
Cool, looking forward to hearing it. Actually, the